Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll get more from our sports crew in a little while. The Monroe County Sheriff's Department makes 4 arrests in a 6-month investigation into a major scamming operation that spans across multiple states.
And our Stephen Pimpo spoke with the sheriff today about the investigation. He joins us in the studio with more.
Andrea Winston, that's right. Christopher Big Money Bunny Bradley is charged with 9 counts of felony false pretense. Janiqua Edmond and Shaquane Ware are both charged with conspiracy to commit a crime, and Antoine Griffin Jr. is charged with conspiracy to commit a crime plus 2 counts of felony false pretense. But the sheriff says these arrests are just the tip of the iceberg. The Monroe County Sheriff's Department has discovered that a sophisticated scamming operation that has swindled victims out of over $1 million worth of property across 9 states is set up in their backyard.
These guys are good at what they're doing. They've been doing it for a while. They were trained to do this. They're training other people to do it.
Monroe County Sheriff Kevin Crook says the investigation started back in December 2021 after a local business reported a series of fraudulent purchases over 2 months that added up to about $400,000.
As we keep digging and as we keep making arrests on this person, that person, this much more intel spills out or comes out.
Throughout the investigation, the sheriff says they learned that there are 3 different groups in Monroe County that are using Facebook to find someone selling a motorcycle, 4-wheeler, or similar vehicle, then buying them using money from a stolen bank account.
At some point, we began to see this thing was reaching across, state lines, and we reached out to the FBI.
The Sheriff's Department estimates that these 3 groups have acquired 50 to 60 vehicles through their scamming operations over the last 2 to 3 years. The sheriff says these scammers often reach out to victims with a fake Facebook account that appears legitimate.
Paying it off with somebody else's money and then taking possession of it because people are waiting 2 or 3 days, and hearing from their dealership or financial company that the money's there, it's good.
Only for the bank to flag the fraudulent activity and cancel the transaction after the victim has already given the scammers their vehicle.
These are our people ripping people off all over the United States, and these people have a right to be angry.
Sheriff Crook says anyone looking to complete a transaction that began over Facebook should take extra precautions.
Make them identify themselves as much as possible, and make them meet you somewhere that there are cameras, or even better yet, at your local PD or Sheriff's Department.
Sheriff Crook says this is an ongoing investigation and expects more arrests to follow. He says that anyone who thinks they might have been targeted by this scam should call the Monroe County Sheriff's Department